All right. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Give me a second. On a feel good Friday, a few minutes late, my fault, and I was on time too. For real. Give me 1 second because we got a great show for y'all. Give me 1 second, man. Welcome to the show, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up, team. You know what it is. Give me 1 second. YouTube, what's popping? Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. So much to be waiting. Nothing. So it was the best to say. So I'm getting welcome. Make some things for the girl. Good morning. You get for being polite. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. Being polite. Give me a second. It's a feel good Friday. I put the number in, right? Did I? I did. I did. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm about to start up. Hold on. We got a great show for y'all today. Hold on. Let me get a sip of water. Put number one chat room if y'all remember this. Y'all can hear this? Y'all can hear this? So, it's not, come on. Love is so sad. Hey. Give me a second. I'm ready. Give me 1 second. It's inside of him. I'm proud of it. That makes it like he. That's what you get for being polite. What you get for being polite. Miko and them, they don't know none of these old ass songs. They too young. Miko and them too young to remember these type of songs. You too young. You remember this, Miko? No.
I've heard it. I don't know it, but I've heard it.
Come on. Back in her long ago. Said too mental rule, but welcome to the show, guys. It is a feel good Friday. It is Friday. What is today? It's Friday, man. Jesus Christ. I don't know what today.
Today is the 23rd.
Today's the 23rd. Jesus Christ. 2025. Welcome. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with the Queen, Miss Miko. Only place on earth where you get your entire morning started right. Chat room's wide open. Call in if you want. The number's 570-982-6950. It is right there on the banner. Y'all hang out with us. This is the only place on this entire earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, Miss Miko. Good morning. God bless you. Looking well this morning. You're looking healthy. Everybody, let's clap for Miss Miko. She's looking healthy and the skin is popping. Let's clap.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. TGIF. Oh my gosh, the week is over. And guess what? We have a 3-day weekend. So I am super excited for my 3-day weekend. What y'all got going on? Y'all barbecuing? Y'all going to hang out? Anyway, it is going to be raining today, nice tomorrow, beautiful on Sunday, Monday, 10 out of 10. And Monday, 10 out of 10, because it's my daughter's birthday, May 26th. So we are having a party for her, and we're going to have a good time this entire weekend. So I can't wait to tell you guys all about it when I get back on Thursday of next week. You'll hear about last week what I did. But what you got going on today? New York City, the weather's cold, it's dreary. Still wear your galoshes. It feels like it's winter and summer. But hey, we just got to go through the ilk so that we can get to the sunshine. But no matter what you do, stick with us. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Where you get your morning started right on a Feel Good Friday. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. And Miss Miko's absolutely right. I'm out here wearing a hoodie right now. Look at the hoodie. I got a hoodie on Memorial Day weekend. I feel like I'm in Norway right now. It's cold, it's rainy, and she's absolutely right. Since the weather's like that, then you stay and hang out with us for this 1 hour of pure entertainment, pure gossip, pure current events right here with knowledgeable conversation with funny, witty people. And that's what we want. That's what we want to achieve. So we here, and God bless you. Now, let's get into the show, Miss Miko. There's a few things I wanted to say. I'll get to that in a minute, but we're gonna jump right into this show. Right, it's Memorial Day weekend, and that's one thing I want to announce, guys. I know Miss Miko just announced that she had a big party and she's going away, but we're gonna do a special Memorial Day Monday show. I know everybody's off. That's why I'm doing it, because I know a lot of people are off of work. A lot of people can't watch the show anymore, like some of our regulars who that are actually out there working each and every day, and God bless you. I don't know. Miss Miko just said she's having a party for her daughter, and God bless. And I hope and pray that that's a success. And shout out to Baby Bailey, who Miss Miko's posting every 5 minutes on social,
You know,
which
it's a
is
grandma thing, Sean. You know, that's how you was with Jace. Stop it.
yeah, no
Stop
doubt.
it.
And I'm not even
Jace is
mad.
one
And
I
speaking of
seen Jace 20 and 11 times on your
yes,
page.
yes, no doubt. And speaking of Jace, I'm super excited before we start the show, Miss Miko. My daughter and her son Jace is coming down here to Bethlehem to spend the weekend with us.
Oh,
So
nice.
so I am so excited about that, because a lot of my family members, they don't come out here, to visit. So we cleaned the house up, Miss Miko.
Hmm.
Shout out to my wife. She cleaned this whole thing up. The house was already clean, but she really clean, like she scrubbed the house. So, Miss Speaker, before we start, when you have guests coming over, obviously, not, I mean, especially when you know when guests are coming over, are you giving that big ass house over there a good deep scrubbing before folks come over?
I would tidy up. Yeah. Just a little dusting here, a little dusting there. Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Especially when
yeah,
my mom comes to visit, because she's the worst critic. So everything has to be perfect when she comes. So when mom is coming, I'm definitely all over everything. But yeah, for the most part.
yeah. And she cleaned this house up so good. Now she's sitting telling me, don't walk over there and don't walk over here and don't do that and stay out the kitchen. All right, cool. All right, all right, guys. Welcome, only place on earth where you get your morning start. Right, Miss Miko, let's just jump right into this on a Feel Good Friday. Uh, and Miko, you said you're not available on Monday morning, right?
No, I'm not available
Okay,
at
cool.
all.
So, guys, prayers up for Miss Miko. We'll be on the show Monday. We got a special guest, so y'all come on and hang out with us for the Memorial Day special Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Waco Team. Miss Miko, what's the first story you got? Let's just jump right into this on a Feel
Sean,
Good Friday.
we got to start with this Remy Ma and Papoose craziness that's going on. So let's take it back a little bit. You guys remember Remy Ma and Papoose? They separated after being together all those years, him holding her down while she was in jail. Allegedly, she was dating a young man that she was mentoring from the rap battle, and Papoose moved on his relationship with boxer Clarissa Shields. Yesterday, Remy Ma explodes live on IG. She is not holding back no more. Just hours after Papoose shared the email showing that he filed for the divorce, the Bronx rapper hopped on Instagram Live and tore into him with receipts, screenshots, and no filter. She was spilling it all. She said, "This man is a liar." She's shutting down his claims that she was trying to reconcile with him. She said, "Go back with what? Why would I want to get back with you? Stop lying to these people." In the nearly 20-minute rant, Remy showed actual text messages, she says, from Papoose just one day before he posted that he was finally divorced. The messages included friendly conversations about their daughter, requests for legal context, and even a text where she has him saved on her phone as under the name Bozo. In the video, according to Remy, the email Papoose posted is the same day he shared calling Cap on his narratives that she's been holding up the divorce. "You filed for divorce today," she said. "Today. Look at the date." She accused him of acting emotional and using their situation for clout, all while she's been the one staying silent for the sake of their daughter. "Every time you mention me, I'm going to drag you," she warned. "Every time, Willie." That's what she said. She also dropped more tea, claimed she retained the lawyer Papoose says she hasn't, denied ever trying to get back with him. She said he's still on their health insurance due to New Jersey law. And she alleged that he's been sending her emotional texts and even crying to her, begging for her to get back with him. But not to be outdone, while she was on her rant doing her thing, Papoose jumped on his live. So you have people listen to Remy Ma, and then Papoose jumps on his live and he is responding to everything she's saying. And people are like, "Oh my gosh." So people are texting Remy like, "He said this, he said that." So Remy tried to go on Papoose live and she was like, "Y'all, he got me blocked. So I'm going to try to get at him from my daughter's account, but tell him I said stop lying and playing with me." Papoose says that Remy Ma's a liar. She needs to keep her legs closed. Her legs is always open. She's being extorted by so many people. He had to help her and save her. He said he wrote 90% of her rhymes. Nothing came from her. But he was like, I didn't want nothing from the rhymes I wrote because that's my wife. And that's what I'm supposed to do for my wife. I'm supposed to provide. So I was providing for because we're supposed to be together forever. But that stops here. He was like, y'all know what my pen looked like when yeah, Remy been rhyming before she met me. But you see how her rhymes elevated when we got together as a powerhouse. So it's been going on and on, back and forth, back and forth. At the end of the day, I don't think no one's right. I think they just need to stay silent and leave their divorce battle silent. Go ahead, Sean.
For me, her dancing, her healthcare, her all of that, I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. That's giving police lawyer talk. I'm not paying for whatever's supposed to be in them bags. No, no, no. Here they go. They're right here. Millie's is not my boyfriend.
Millie's is not my Millie's. Let me see if I could get some of this.
Okay.
Video.
I do. That's not what I do. Like,
I'm gonna put
nobody shouldn't have any ill will towards me because I ain't do nothing to nobody. Nobody in the whole situation should have any ill will towards me. Nobody. I go, you're just not.
All right. Let me just say a few things. Welcome to the show, guys. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right. A special guest this morning is Sophie, the comedian from the Bronx, New York. She's an up-and-coming, funny comedian, and we want to show her some love, give us her flowers this morning on the Shawn Harvey Morning Show feature Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko. All right, so
we're talking about people being truthful. Truthful?
Okay, so there's a lot of things rocking the internet right now, and here we have literally a battle between Remy Ma and Papoose, which to me is very, very messy. It is like we don't use the N word, but it's neighbor-ish, right? It's neighbor-ish. It's disgruntled. It's narcissistic. This is a blatant act of disrespect on her part. But here's my take on it. Like I just said, it's very messy. But here's my take on it. Remy Ma could clear. Let's first of all, let's Remy Ma. Remember, Remy Ma. We know the history, right? So she's a rapper, and she claimed the fame is what that Big Joe song that they made. I mean, yeah, with Fat Joe. I forgot the name of that song, guys.
Lean back.
Yeah, lean back, right?
Yep.
Yeah, lean back. And now remember, Remy Ma, I believe she's from the Bronx, New York, right?
Yes.
And Fat Joe's from the Bronx, New York, right?
Yes.
I don't know if Papoose is from the Bronx.
I don't know where Papoose is from.
Well, Shawn Harvey's from the Bronx.
So you ride it with the Bronx? You say all that to say
so I always ride with the Bronx. I always ride with the Bronx. None but legends come out the Bronx. I want to say that first of all. But here's the problem here. Here's the problem. Remy Ma, right, who is a successful rapper. I think she's worth a few $1 million. God bless, and I say that respectively.
Let me see what's her net worth.
Right, and I think Papoose is worth like not even $1 million. I think. Right. Okay, fine. But the problem with this is, again, in our society with women, right, and it doesn't matter what race the women are. This only thing I hear from this woman is heavy masculine femininity. That's I could just hear it in her voice. This is a woman. She sounds like almost deranged. She sounds bipolar, like he said. I truly believe that. She's putting all the business out on the street. And not only is she have this suffering of the feminine masculinity, she's also a battle rapper. Oh my God. Yo, how do you date a woman that has heavy masculine femininity and a battle rapper? Oh my God. You young folks out there that are battle rapping, I would run from a female battle rapper. Like where does that even, how does that even equate with each other? So now you have a woman that basically sounds like a man. She's from the Bronx, so we know we can hear hear the New York slang in her enunciation, the way she talks. That's normal to us. But if you go in Middle America, she sounds like this typical angry black stereotype woman that's being dominant. And for real, that's how she sounds to me. Now,
Okay.
now she's putting the business out on the streets. Now, listen, all of us that are on social media, we want it. Bring us all the tea. Bring us all the gossip. Bring us all the drama because it deflects on what we're going through, which we need a break from what we're going through each and every day. But for her to put all this out, retaining a lawyer and and he's broke and he's crying for her, pleading to come back. That sounds like a angry, hurt woman to me. Because they did an interview and all this sparked this whole situation of this whole beef between the both of them. And on his end, talking about he wrote the rhymes and he go, all right, at that time, that was your partner. That was your wife. You're supposed to do things like that. But for her to drop the tea saying that she pays all the bills and sort of, assassinating his character, not a good look. It's not a good look. And to the ladies out there, I wouldn't follow this lead. But remember, like I said, she's a battle rapper. She sounds like a narcissistic battle rapper.
She said he's the narcissist.
Excuse me?
Remy said he's the narcissist.
Married, you understand? If you've never been married, you wouldn't understand the bond that's supposed to be between two people. You wouldn't understand that. You wouldn't understand. Hold on, what you saying?
She said on her video that Papoose is now somebody else's wife. And that he won't get his clothes.
No, but she also said that he was calling for his clothes. She was like, come and get your clothes. Then when he filed for divorce, she said, listen, you keep wanting your clothes. I told you to come get it. You didn't come get it. Trash day is tomorrow, and I'm not holding back no more. Everything is going out in the trash.
Right. Now, let's see what he got to say.
And big just lame up. Have you noticed since I moved on, you never see her with the lane no more?
The lane.
She was sneaking around with the restaurant. So, what he was.
And that's another thing. Did she cheat on him to cause all this breaking up?
She did.
So what is the problem, miss? You cheated on him. You initiated this whole mess. Why you just didn't finish it? If you was gonna cheat on him, leave him, right? As per all of us say in relationships, if you're gonna cheat, you might as well leave. So when she cheated on him, she should have just got a divorce and moved on. What is the issue here? I don't see the issue on her part. What's the issue? You cheated on him with somebody else right then and there. You should have said, yo, this is over with. This is done. Why are you dragging him through the mud? Because you cheated on him. That is so self-centered to me.
Wait, baby Billy, I'll be right back.
Oh, are you done with me? Are you done with me? I said, is that a question? Am I done with you? He said, you move forward with the divorce? I said, yes. My attorney, you want to fabricate these stories or not?
Now, here's the backwards situation. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with the queen, Miss Miko. I would love to see the hearts in the chat room. Cindy J's not available today. She had to work. She'll be back next week. God bless. Put the hearts in the chat room right now. Now let's go in reverse with this. Let's do the reverse psychology and let's do the reverse reality of Miss Miko.
Okay.
Now, Papoose is dating the world famous boxer, right? What's her name again?
Clarissa Shields.
Clarissa Shields.
Who looks to me just like Remy.
This is a woman. Well, I mean, okay, they all look alike, but they look like regular women to me. I'd rather a regular woman like what he's dating than some of these made up Instagram AI chicks.
Carry on.
Here's the reverse part of this, and maybe you need to share and help me through this, Miss Miko. Remy Martin is catching a lot of heat from his soon-to-be ex-wife, right? I mean, ex-husband, right?
Mhm.
This is a man who has multiple kids, right? Not only we got a child with Remy, he has other children, right? He's married to a woman, and this is a messy breakup, okay? He's dating a woman that don't have any kids. That's a world famous boxer.
Yeah.
But then when you flip that and society says, don't date no women that got a whole bunch of kids, it's not a good look for you because their value has diminished. Here we go with a man, his value is at zero right now. He's a man that's dating a woman that doesn't have any kids, that's a world famous boxer, and he got a disgruntled, soon to be ex wife and
Why do you
all
say
these kids.
she's not disgruntled? She's done. Why are you saying disgruntled? She's not disgruntled.
Well, Ms. Miko, if she was done when she cheated on him, why she just didn't go to the courthouse, get a divorce, and be
Because
done with it?
she was trying to be respectful to their daughter. She was trying to be private, but Papu started throwing things in her face. So she was like, okay, you want to play? Let's play.
But she cheated on him publicly.
No, she did not. It didn't become public until he put it out there.
Well, he couldn't help it.
Mm.
His wife is cheating on somebody, Miss Miko.
Okay.
He's a man.
Okay.
I mean, I think he handled this in a really a really professional, sincere kind of way. Most men will lose their minds and get emotional and like they start doing the puffy thing. This man has been thoroughly embarrassed by this woman. So he spoke out on it. And now she's gonna throw the tea back at him. And this is that female masculinity that I'm talking about. And we see it right here in real time.
Okay, Shawn.
And she's a battle rapper. Yo, Papoose, you have to run as fast as you can from this woman. And remember, she shot somebody in the stomach. And I don't understand the fact why everybody's rallying around this woman. And then she said she was in jail paying all the bills. Okay. He was holding you down. That's the way it should be. Because if the roles were reversed, then society would be like, that's a man, he's doing what he's supposed to do. But when women do what they're supposed to do, and the men doesn't make enough money, now they bum-ass neighbors.
She never said that he was a bum. Don't
She
put words.
said on the video that this is a man. She's never messed with a man that didn't make no money like him. But she had to say that about the guy.
Yeah, she ain't have to say that. I think I missed that part. I didn't hear that.
Well, why are you saying that, man?
That's below the belt. That's below the belt.
Okay,
but you stayed and you had a baby. You stayed and you had a baby. Yeah,
you stayed and you had a child. Like that's where I think that's where the bipolar comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And women, you're from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx, but I can't co-sign this. And of course, he's gonna go online and defend himself. And this is a man who said he's a private guy. This is torturing him to do this, but he has to as a man. And for
I'm interested to see how it's going to play out now that everything is out there. He's moved on. She's moved on. I'm interested to see everything play out moving forward.
Now, unfortunately, the new girlfriend is collateral damage.
Yeah, she is.
Like, do you stay or do you go? Because this is a woman who's a world famous boxer. 29, 30 years old. I can't remember. I don't know how much she's worth. I'm assuming she's in her 20s. I don't know. Miss Miko could find that out. Why would a woman deal with this?
Right.
But some of us do. I've done that. I jumped into a relationship when it was messy with the baby mother and the baby father. I've done that several times.
So let me just give you a quick breakdown. So Clarissa Shields' net worth is 10 million. Papoose net worth is 500,000. Remy Ma net worth is 4 million.
See, so I think
And she's 30
Remy.
years old. Clarissa's 30 years old.
So I think Remy Martin. I mean Remy Martin. I think Remy Ma is disgruntled and she's mad. She's mad at the fact that she knows Papoose' financial situation, but he won with this particular woman, and now it's all becoming messy. And she's, like I said, she's from the Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. I love everything about the Bronx. This woman sounds like a dude, okay? And she's a battle rapper. I don't know what the vagina's all about, but Papoose seems more submissive. He's a submissive dude, and his girlfriend is a battle rapper. I would never, even though I'm 2,000 years old, and I'm in the fourth quarter of my life,
You're not going to do it, Shawn?
and I'm a married man, so God bless my wife. But if I was a single dude, the last person on earth I would date is a female battle rapper. Everybody, let's welcome to our panel, to the show, the up and coming, super hilarious comedian from the Bronx, New York, Sophie the comedian. Let's put it, come on.
Good morning. I'm so excited to be here.
Sophie, this is Miss Miko. She's my co-host, and God bless.
Hi, Miss Miko.
Nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
Before we jump in this, I love battle rap. I love it. I mean, I might be the oldest guy to watch battle rap, and I would never go to a battle rap event because they might throw my old ass out of there.
Yeah, I would.
And one of our comedians that we run with is the battle rapper, Reggie.
Facts.
Right? Now,
yes.
Now, Mr. Remy Mar's from the Bronx. Shout out to the Bronx.
Big BX.
Sophie, what is the female energy like with and I love women from the Bronx. I married one back in the day. Okay. I married a woman from the Bronx.
Smart man.
Okay. We got the divorce, but I married her from the Bronx. She was an African American woman from the Bronx, and she's kind of talk like Remy Ma.
I get that. We all do.
The first question to you, Sophie, and Miss Miko, you can interject after she finishes your mind. What's up with the battle rap masculine femininity with women from the Bronx, New York? To me, it's kind of sexy, but it's a bit over the top as a man. What's going on with battle rapping women in the Bronx, New York?
I mean, we could be too much, you know what I mean? But we just built different because we deal with different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Bronx just makes us different. Like, we got different stresses, different worries. You think? Like, we gotta always look upon our shoulders and always make sure, you know what I'm saying? We gotta walk around with jail shoulders. You know, jail shoulders? Like, we gotta have those stiff ass, like, don't push me, you know what I mean? Like, don't play.
No.
We always gotta be on point, you know what I mean? So I get it.
Miss Miko, you're from Brooklyn, but you've been living in the suburbs for 4,000 years.
Right.
Can you identify with that whole movement with women in the Bronx, New York, with the gel shoulders? Can you identify?
I don't at all. I don't even go to the Bronx. The Bronx, let me tell you, growing up, it was Brooklyn or the Bronx. I never went to the Bronx. The Bronx was a different beast altogether. I don't play with the Bronx.
Of course you don't play with. I'll be in the Bronx later on tonight. I'm going to go see my mother before I go to Comedy in Harlem. My mother live on Innerville in 163rd, right in the hood.
I'm cool on the Bronx. Y'all win. Y'all got it. Y'all different.
Now, the thing is that Bronx is just like Brooklyn's dope fiend uncle. You know what I mean? Like, that's all that is. Like, we related. You know what I mean? Like, we definitely in the same, you know what I'm saying? We in a family.
Now, Miss Miko, I'll ask you this question before I ask Sophie. And Sophie, please, you can interject. Then we get into your career and what you're doing. Miss Miko, you ever broke up in a relationship and it got a little messy as far as you talk to your friends about the relationship? You assassinated the dude's character, blah, 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 blah. Have you ever in your adult life broke up with anybody and assassinated their character?
Back in the days, absolutely. I'm going to kick your back in. We not together.
Hello.
I'm talking about how little your PP is. I'm talking about everything. I don't care whether it's true or not. I'm telling everything. Yeah, why not? I'm a scorned woman. I'm mad, so I'm gonna give it up
Right.
like that. Yes.
Right. Right.
So everybody, we got Sophia, comedian online, and God bless you, man. And you are just so super hilarious,
Thank you.
and
Thank
we
you.
wish you the most success in your comedy career.
Thank you.
Sophie, have you ever kicked the back end of a partner in your adult life, where you went to your friends or your family? I don't know about the extreme with social media, but have you ever kicked in the back of a baby father or an ex?
Definitely don't do social media shit, right? I'm just not that savvy. First of all, like,
Mhm.
but definitely have had a conversation or two that I probably shouldn't have had. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably should have kept my mouth shut. But anger, you know what I'm saying, is it will do that. It will rear its ugly head and make us say some shit that, you know what I'm saying, we maybe don't mean, or whatever, whatever. Or, we feel like it's payback. So I've been there. I've been there. I'm not proud of it, but I've definitely been there.
Right. We all have,
Um,
Sean. It's just
Every
part of
woman
the.
has. I feel like it's just part of being a woman.
Yeah. It's part of growing up.
It is. It
Would I
is.
do it now? No.
Right. Right. Now it's just like, whatever. Blocked and blessed. On to the next.
uh,
I like that
who,
block the bless. BNB. I like that.
Yes. Yes.
should we give Papoose some credit for him? Remember, this is the man who his wife cheated on him. We keep forgetting that part.
Mm.
Okay. And I know that it's usually the men that are doing the cheating. So
Mm-hmm.
it's shocking when the women are cheating. It's not shocking, but it's shocking when it's so public like this. I mean, he
Right.
made it public because he couldn't help himself because the other rapper and another battle rappers smashing her.
That shit was messy.
So, Sophie, you think that Papoose is handling this the right way? And on top of that, two-part question: is he handling this the right way? And should he? Because he's in a relationship with another woman that's a famous
Right.
boxer.
Right.
Should he discontinue that relationship? Wait, let me before I ask you this question. This is what I'm doing. If I was Papoose, right now, without the money involved, because she's worth $10 million, so I got to stick around.
Right.
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 Now, because she got me working.
Right.
But
You
if
gotta
there
stick
was no
around.
money involved in this, and
Papoose is a
all of us
boxing
got
trainer
real
now.
salaries, we all regular neighbors. We don't use the N word on this show. We say neighbors,
Right.
Sophie.
Right. Makes
So
sense.
we all regular neighbors. I'm going to go to this woman who's 30 years old, a professional. I'm going to Miss Miko and Sophie. I'm going to remove myself from this relationship. I'm going to remove myself because my ex-wife is messy. I got 3 other kids, 2 other baby mothers, and if there's no peaceful transition of relationship from ex to current, why would I put this woman through all this mess? I think Papoose should go to his lady and go, yo, I can't do this no more because of all this friction that I'm going through right now. Sophie,
You know what? I think he should just let him fight. Like, come on, son. Like, like,
Yeah.
what's up? Put your money where your mouth is, sis. Like, come
Yeah.
pull up. Like,
I
show
will
that
go
Bronx
see a
shit.
battle. Yeah.
Right. Like, put that energy into the hands. You know what I mean? Like, you over here being a social media gangster. Remy Ma disappointed me in that respect. Papoose kind of disappointed me in that respect, too, just because I gave him a lot of props for everything he did. He did hold her down for all them years. So to, like, stoop to her level, I'm like, come on, son. You better than that. You did? Like, one of us got to be the mature, you know what I'm saying? One of us got to be the bigger and better person. But I get it. Emotions is running high, and social media is just that place, like where people just feel like it's a spot where they could do that. But like I said, I think he should just be like, yo, fuck my baby mother up.
No, you did not say
I'm sorry. I'm
that.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
but
All right. You know what?
But wait a minute.
No.
On top of that, we know Remy got
I
history for
know. I know. She got.
putting a bullet in somebody's stomach.
That's a fact. That's
Now,
a fact.
now, Miss Miko, if you was the boxer, what's her name again? I'm sorry.
What is
Clarissa
it?
Shields.
Oh, Clarence. Yeah.
If you was Clarissa Sills, how fast are you out the door, or are you hanging? Are you hanging for the madness, or are you exit left? What are you doing?
Sean, you said it before. She's young. She's young and she's in love. She's impressing me
Right.
right now. She is not going nowhere. She's riding with Pop through
That
and
is a
through.
fact.
She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going
Mm-hmm.
nowhere. She gonna be there.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Sophie, if you was the world famous boxer, are you out of here? Or you hanging around for all the drama?
I'm gonna say I probably would interject myself on petty mode, like, sis, we not doing that to my man. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
my man, my
right.
man, my man, my man. We just not doing that. We just not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna need you to let it go. I'm gonna need you to stop going on social media. We gonna block and bless your ass, and yeah, we gonna live our life peacefully. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Miss
Because you don't
Miss
want the
Miko,
smoke.
Miss Miko asked me if I was the world famous female boxer, uh,
That's
what
hilarious.
what would I do, Miss Miko? Could you ask me that if you don't mind?
Showing shields. Showing
That's
shields.
hilarious.
You out here
Yeah,
with your man's
yes.
pack. Put pause on man's pack. What you doing? You leaving because the ex-wife putting a little pressure under that ass, or you staying and you riding with your boy? What you doing?
I'm riding with my boy. I'm not going nowhere. I'm for the whole smoke. We're gonna do drama each and every day until this is resolved. I'm coming to the picnics. I'll be at the graduations.
Big Bronx
We
energy.
pulling up. We
At the
pulling up. We having
graduations?
matching Puma suits on. We are in the building. I'm grabbing my man's ass. Pause. I'm sitting on. I'm in the building. I'm not going. I'm shining up my face. I'm lip glossed in the lips, and
That
I'm
part.
not going nowhere.
That part.
Period.
Vaseline
Period.
everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. She ain't going nowhere. And Rich Wilson said that actually Clarissa invited Rem to pull up. She was like, "What's up? Why don't you pull up?" So
Ooh.
I don't know.
Well, you got to. First of all, you got to put Remy through a metal detector. First of all.
Yeah, Remy play with them things.
Mm.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Remy is obviously an angry woman with feminine masculinity. That's a battle rapper from the Bronx. This other woman is a professional boxer. Women from the Bronx have been through a lot. Lord knows I put several women through a lot in the Bronx, New
That
York.
part.
You should have
Shout
got
out to
beat up
the
too.
shout
You
out
should
to
have
the
got beat up
right.
too.
Shout out to the resiliency of the women in the Bronx, New York.
He know he can still get it. He know he can still get it. It's on site with us women in the Bronx. We don't play that.
So just because of the pure anger in some of these women from the Bronx, I don't know. I think Remy might still whip her ass.
Mm,
It's not
I don't think
impossible.
so.
Now,
Did you
now
see
before
Clarissa move? I don't think so. Remy gonna have
Mm.
to pew pew her.
She
now
definitely
now
right. Remy definitely coming with a tool for sure.
Yeah.
now before we want to move on, and guys, please let's show some love to Sophie, the comedian. She's here from the Bronx, New York. She's
Sophie.
hilarious. We're gonna get into her whole movement in a minute. Um, Sophie, let me ask you a question. Should Remy Ma and Papoose have since they're battle rappers, should they take it to the stage?
Ooh,
That's
I
fly.
like
That's fly.
yo. That's a great idea. Matter of fact, they should do the alphabet joint that Papoose is famous for. Like she should take A through N and he should take O through Z. You think? Like, I think that'll be fire.
That's fly. Yeah, they
I think
should.
that'll be fire. It'll make money for both of them. They could, put it in Mackenzie's little, college fund. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that's a great idea. You know what I'm
Eh,
saying? And keep it in the hip hop world. Cause I love
Right.
a battle rap too. I do.
Or
Guilty
right.
pleasure.
Or we're comedians, Sophie, so we could actually do it at Comedy in Harlem.
Hello, a whole roast. What's
Y'all need
up?
to line that up. Y'all need to
Hello.
line that up.
Tag Papoose and Remy right now. Right now. Everybody.
Y'all need to line
Miss
that
Miko,
up.
Miss Miko, you think they should battle rap?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that should solve the whole situation.
Battle rap,
Let
get the
them
bag, separate, and go about your life.
and go about their business. Let's clap for that. We came up with that
Hello.
idea.
Hello.
Yep.
I love that. I love that.
Everyone, our beloved is here, and welcome to the show. We truly appreciate you. Your energy is infectious. We got so much love for you in the game.
Thank you for having me.
But
Thank
if you
you.
don't mind, introduce yourself to the audience. There's a bunch of people in there watching you.
Hey y'all, my name is Sofia Negrón Mercado Rivera.
Right.
Puerto Ricans always got like four last names, you heard? And a cute middle name. You know what I'm saying? Like look, I never even said that shit online. My middle name is Anna Isha. Look at me, showing why I
And
love
then you
my
shut.
chocolate men. Okay? And I'm Puerto Rican from the Bronx, okay? And
Yes.
I am known as Sov's dope in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's my IG name. That's my IG handle. But I'm trying to be grown now and keep it as Sofia Negrón. We're trying to keep it cute. Show our age. You know what I'm saying? We at 43 now, so we trying to like, keep it cute.
So, okay, so what got you into comedy? Like, Miss Miko, I've been doing comedy a long time, very long time, right?
Mhm.
Uh, it's too long, very long time.
Stop it.
And you see comedians come in and out the game, right,
Right.
Miss Miko? So
Right.
I could be coming into the club, and next thing you know, you see a lot of new faces,
Right.
and a lot of times you're just like, well, who's that?
Right.
The new comedian. All right, well,
Yeah.
keep them over there.
We over here in the OG section, okay? We
Yo,
in the
yo,
Talk
legend
to
section, all
me.
right?
yeah, keep them over
Not
there on.
not
Yeah, keep them
hazing the
over there
new
on that side.
comedian. Not hazing them. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all be
Oh
hazing
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. Of course, of course.
They be bullying sometimes. It is what it is.
And then when you start to see because they filter themselves out. You see them a lot,
That's
Miss
true.
Miko, and then all of a sudden you never see them.
That's
And then
true.
you see the rare breeds that still hang around, that's still on stage, that's working on the craft. And then us veteran comedians, we respect and love that. So now when we start seeing the comedian,
Yes.
then it takes on a whole different level of respect. How
Right.
long have you been in the game, young lady?
This is my third year. This is my third year. Let me tell you something. For me, that feel like 10 years. Because this is my eighth life. You dig? I done lived 7 lives before this.
And you
Okay?
are from the Bronx.
And
So I'm good.
hello. Hello. So 4 of those lives was involved with guns and you know what I'm saying? Hood shit. You know? This is my eighth life. I started to do comedy 3 years ago, and I have never committed to anything the way I have to comedy. Like, this is such a fulfilling thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I was a worker bee, and there's nothing wrong with being a worker bee. Everybody plays a role in life and in society, right? And I really was, for a long time, content with that. But I think I was kind of like beat riding blind, like I was just like, I'm just gonna do this job and be the best, worker I can be and get married and have children and I'm gonna live that happy American life because it's American dream. But
Right.
and because that's what you're sold, right? Like it really is like you're not sold to really go for a dream as much as you should be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
everybody should go for a dream that they
Right.
have. But when I decided to do comedy, I was like, wow, I really like this. I cannot be, like I cannot be a 9 to 5 only anymore. Don't get me wrong, I still work because I gotta make my money. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, of
gotta pay
course.
rent.
Of course, of course.
But this has been like a journey that has put me on a path where it's like, bro, this is what you love to do. You were meant to do this. I've always been funny. I've always been a fan of comedy. I've been watching comedy since a child. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I was watching the Tracy Ullman show, sketch comedy. I'm a big fan of sketch comedy as well. And I was watching Tracy Ullman show as a kid, and my mother would be like, "You don't even understand that." And I'm like, "I do though." Like, and she would let me watch it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
which nowadays you would get in trouble for that, but back in the day that was regular. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Like
That's regular
regular,
TV.
regular, right?
Now, Miss Miko, you hear the excitement in her voice
I
about
do.
doing stand-up comedy. You can hear it. You can feel the compassion, the energy, and the love for stand-up. Now, she's in her 1 to 3 year cycle of comedy, so it's 1 to 5 years, and she's funny. So, Miss Miko, it took me 5 years to get funny.
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
That's
uh,
hard to believe because I seen you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're a pretty funny guy.
Well,
He's
thank you.
hilarious. Like it's a good time to watch. Like I take class. I'm telling you, I'm keeping it real. Like it's
Thank
a
you.
really good time.
And Miss Miko, in those first few years, I used to bomb on stage on a regular basis. And one time I bombed Sophie and Miss Miko, and I shared this story. I brought my whole family to the show. My cousin was a comedy promoter back in the day.
Oh,
And I had just started doing stand-up, like really like 30 days in, a month in, like I just started. So when I found out my cousin was doing this show, I was like, yo, man, I'm a comedian now, bro. Put me on stage. He said, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. I'm gonna put you on the flyer and everything. I was like, oh my God.
it's
I'm
going
selling
down.
tickets.
Yo,
He
and
said
then
I'm
they
selling
even
tickets.
announced it on the radio. I was like, yo, my cousin is the real deal, yo.
That's right.
Miss Miko and Sophie, I invited everybody, the whole block, the whole Bronx came through. My job at the time, they came through. My ex-wife, baby mother, and current girlfriend in the building with the baby.
Getting
I
along. Getting
I
along. One
bought,
big happy
I
I
bought,
family.
love
like, I
that.
didn't
I love
even know
that for
what
you.
I didn't even know what I was doing. I had like 75. Like my cousin was supposed to give me some money from that. I brought like 75 people to the show that had like 500 people in it.
Oh,
I didn't even know the concept of the business of none of that. And Miss Miko and Sophie, let me tell you something. When I tell you, Rip Michaels was hosting the show back then, and Tony Robbins was the closing act.
Wow.
And when I tell you I bombed so bad on that show.
But wait, all right, was it like crickets or was it like you know, like little chuckles?
No. First of all, my mother,
You know,
God
your
bless
family,
her.
so I feel like they was giving supportive chuckles, like you know.
Yo, I bombed so bad that my mother was in the front row looking at me like this.
Boy, get off that stage, boy. She said, Shawn, get off that stage.
My current girlfriend at the time, vagina dried up while she was sitting in the audience. I was so embarrassed. I was 30 seconds away from the boobs. I got off 30 seconds before the boobs.
That's a
and
damn
Rick
shame.
Michaels, God bless him, he gets back on stage, Miss Miko, and starts snapping on me because I bombed. He did what a comedian was supposed to do, but I couldn't put two and two together. I couldn't equate it. I didn't know what he was doing. I was like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Why you doing? You see my family?
My mother laughing, everybody laughing. But here's the bad part about that. I go to work. Remember, I have my job came to the show. I go to work on Monday. Mr. Miko, they snapped on me for 2 years straight.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Yo, remember when Shawn did that comedy show?
We ain't never going back to a Shawn.
Ain't never going back there. And Miss Miko, and so for eight years, I didn't invite none of my family to comedy shows.
Damn, really?
For 8 years, nobody came. And then by that time, I'm funny and I'm ripping. But
right.
So Sophie, in your young career here, has there been a moment where you ran into some turbulence? Where you got on stage and you was like, oh my God. Because Miss Miko, that really puts a comedian in that state of being a comedian when you're going through the bad times and the bad sets. When sometimes you get off the stage and you're like, I am done with this. I am never, because it is very embarrassing, Miss Miko.
It is.
Sophie, have you ever experienced that so far in your 3 years?
Absolutely. And I experienced it at Broadway Comedy Club. It was a tourist crowd. They was not understanding what I was saying. I swore they was getting it. I was like, I'm gonna tickle these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, I was so excited. I was like, I'm gonna have fun with them. You know what I mean? And 4 minutes in, I got zero, nada, nil. And I had 3 of my friends there, and I was just like, well, it's been great. It's been fun. And
I'm gonna head out.
You guys are a great crowd. And I got off. And in fact, it happened at a mic just the other day. I was trying out a new joke, and it was crickets. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's hard to try out a new joke, especially in front of comedians. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. And it was crickets. It happens. But I feel like it makes you stronger. It teaches me to read the room. It's teaching me to pivot. You know, like I'm learning, like, even in like, you know, intimate crowds, like maybe don't do all your material. Don't work so hard on material. It's an intimate crowd. Like work with the people, talk to the people. You know what I mean? Like, and it took me a long time to even talk to the people. Cause again, I'm a real Bronx bitch. I was like, I don't want to talk to these motherfuckers and they ain't nothing back. And then I get a little bit. But now I'm at a comfort level where I'm like, okay, I could talk to them. And if they say something a little crazy, we could just move on. You know what I mean? Like move along and make it funny. You know?
And you know what's so special about that? And she talks about it makes you stronger. I've been around this young lady, and she definitely is qualified to be on the show. And you see her, she's on a bunch of flyers, and she's funny. And Miss Miko, recently, I reached out to her, said, hey, listen, I got a few dollars for you. I want you to do a show. And she said, I can't do it because I have another show, which is fine. And it took me back, Miss Miko, when the first time I ever got a comedian offered me money.
Right.
The comedian was Brooklyn Mike. He offered me a $50 spot back in the day in Brooklyn. He did this big room in Brooklyn back in the day. And Miss Miko, after I tell the story, I want you to get into some puffy news, and then we get back to so if you got a few more minutes with us.
Yeah, of course, we in there.
Miss Miko, Brooklyn Mike, God bless him, called me. And I'm like around Sophie's range. I'm like 1 to 3. I'm in that whole, I'm discovering comedy and I love comedy.
Right, right.
I'm there tonight, guys.
With Brooklyn
Why
Mike,
do
you
I
heard?
go up?
With
That
Brooklyn
whole thing.
Mike.
And he called me and said, and go, listen, I got a show for you on Tuesday night, Miss Miko. It's $50. Miss Miko, this is the first time someone ever offered me money to do stand-up. And I couldn't even grasp the concept of it. I said to Brooklyn Mike, nah, I'm good, man. Don't worry about that. He said, no, that's not how it works. I'm going to give you money when you get off the stage. I was like, you sure?
That's hilarious. You heard? That's hilarious.
How did you feel, Sophie, when you got don't Miss Miko can't identify. She's over there making $300,000-$400,000 a year. She can't
God
identify
bless
with
you, Miss
$50
Miko.
an
I
hour.
want to be like you when I grow up,
You know
okay?
what I'm saying? She got a Jamaican lady in her crib serving her biscuits.
Whatever.
And she got a husband over there paying for everything.
Ooh.
We do.
I love that. God bless you. We
You
working
know,
on
he's a
that.
black man. He got a big pickup truck, a white pick. When you see a black man with a
You
pickup
know
truck, they
what?
getting money. They
Don't
getting
be
money.
setting me up like that.
You want your financial problem solved in your life, Sophie? Get a black man with an F250 pickup
Oh,
truck with an
okay. Say
eight-cylinder
less.
engine.
Say less. Say less.
Sophie, when the first time you got paid, how did that make you feel in stand-up?
It was no, really, like really. I get what you're saying because as a matter of fact, the comedian even told me that you don't tell nobody because I don't pay people this early, and I was like, I gotta keep this a secret. Like, I wanted to tell the whole world, like, I'm getting paid now. Like,
Oh my God.
I, I really wanted to shout it on rooftops. You heard like real shit, but it's such a vote of confidence and it's such a confirmation, right? Because as humans, we tend to look for confirmation in everything we're doing. You know what I mean? And it was such a vote of confidence. It was a confirmation. I was like I do like this is my second job. Like that's when it became
Yeah.
oh no, this is your career. Like you work during the day, you get money. You know what I mean? But this is your career, and I was like, I'm telling you, a whole new level of like I perked up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I am a career woman. Like
I'm
I
getting
have a
paid for this.
career.
I'm getting
Right?
paid
I
for
was
this.
like.
Yeah.
And it was
Right.
good money too. Like it was, I was shocked. I really was like, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's give it up for Sophie. That first paid job was
yes,
$25. Let's clap
thank
for it. Let's
you.
clap for it.
Hello, hello.
All right, Miss Miko, we got a lot of before we get out of here. And guys, put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. And we also want to see the hearts in the chat room. And we truly, truly appreciate you guys for tuning in. And we got a special show on Monday, so come through. Even though it's Memorial Day weekend, we will have a live show for you guys. Miss Miko and Sophie, if you don't mind, if you hang out with us for a minute,
Sure.
Miss Miko gonna get into some of this little Diddy situation on what's happening. Miss Miko, the floor is yours.
Well, what's going on with Diddy? So yesterday was very lackluster in the courtroom. Rapper Kid Cudi, excuse me, showed up smoking a cigarette, looking like he was straight out of a James Dean movie. Long story short, he took the stand of the sex trafficking trial with Sean Diddy Combs in Manhattan, telling jury in shocking detail that Sean Diddy Sean Diddy Combs broke into his house in a jealous rage, locked his dog in the bathroom, opened his family's Christmas presents, and then later set his Porsche on fire in his driveway, all because he was dating Cassie. He said he was in love with Cassie. She's also Diddy's ex-girlfriend, and he said he was mad because she played both of them. She played Diddy and she played Kid Curry by dating him at a certain time. So he said he had to separate from her. What play, Sean? Oh, okay. Yeah, so it wasn't really too much going on in the courtroom yesterday besides that Kid Cudi. He said that Combs looked like a supervillain when he walked into the room. Combs was standing at the window with his hands behind his back, like, ooh, ha, 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 ha.
I'm
Which
dead.
girl was like, really? Okay. But that was really what went on in the courtroom yesterday. I wasn't really too impressed with what happened in court. I'm like, on to the next one. Show me where he is this mastermind of a criminal enterprise. Show me the RICO charges. Right now, you just show me that he's an adult that likes freak offs. That's all I'm saying.
And opens kids' gifts. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah, don't
what?
kiss him. And set Porsche's on fire, allegedly, because he was never charged for that. Nothing ever came out of that. So we don't know. We don't know. That's all alleged.
Well, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko, and our special guest, Sofia. Is it Negrón? No, make sure it's right.
Yes.
Sofia
You got it.
Negrón.
You got it. You grew up around Puerto Ricans, you know.
Negrón. One of my baby
Hey.
mothers is Puerto Rican.
Viste.
That makes me half Puerto Rican anyway.
That does. I get it. I'm telling you, I'm half black by penetration. I get it. Sorry.
Y'all so
Well, God bless
crazy.
you. There's never a dull moment with the Diddy case.
Never.
I don't care if it's a boring moment in court. It's never boring. First of all, Diddy's looking like Charles Oakley right now. The gray hair's popping. Kid
Diddy's
Cudi.
going home. That's what I'm gonna say. Diddy's going home.
He's about to OJ this. The gloves don't fit. They're gonna acquit. Like that's all that is.
He is gonna go ahead and put out some new music, and we're gonna forget this ever
Man,
happened.
listen, he gonna come out with a Can't Stop Won't Stop Part 2. You heard?
Yeah, that's it.
You Can Hate Me Now Part 3. Like I'm telling you, it's about to go down.
Sophie, if you was on the jury, okay, you was on the jury, and you're hearing all this testimony from, but I do think Diddy was gangster because he forced Cassie's mother. He gave Cassie $20,000, and he wanted that money back.
No.
Yeah.
And he wanted that money back. She had to take out a home equity loan to pay him back the $20,000, right? And this guy is a billionaire. He's a billionaire.
Eddie.
Yeah.
That's gangster and very petty right now. But is it criminal? Is it criminal?
Not. It's not.
So
it's definitely not.
If you was on this jury with Kid Cudi, the mom, the other lady, Dawn Richards, who couldn't get her story straight on
the like Dawn, go away.
And Dawn even admitted
I want to speak to Farnsworth Bentley and Orby O'Day. That's who
that
I
part.
want there.
Right, and even Dawn Richards even testified on the stand that her story is not adding up. She was like, I don't remember, I don't know, and also Cassie. Now, Sophie, if you was on the jury right now, which way are you leaning towards with all the evidence that you've heard? Which you're leaning towards right now? This is an 8-week case.
Unpopular opinion. I'm definitely gonna lean with Diddy. I'm gonna say this because men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's. I just feel like it's looking very opportunistic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's looking very like this is a class action lawsuit. Let's all jump in. You know what I'm saying? We could all get a piece of that pie. You know, like it's just looking very, and it's like, you know, we live in a world where like now people want to blow up things for clout and blow up things for, but it's been going on for so long and no one said anything because everybody was down with it. Like that just sounds like consensual to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it just, if you let it go that long without anything being an issue, it's just sounding like it's consensual to me. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna rock with that bad boy. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna say this, and then I'll turn it over to Miss Miko. I'm gonna say free Diddy. Let's get Diddy out of there. This is not adding up to racketeering and all these other charges. And they're even saying that Diddy used his business account credit card to buy some baby oil, and that's considered racketeering. Knock it off. And Diddy got the top lawyers on earth on this court. And now we do understand why he didn't want to take the plea from the government, 6 years, fire, whatever. He says, "Now we're not doing none of that. This is not looking good for the government to try to prosecute Diddy to have him spend the rest of his life for 20 years in jail."
Right. Those are serious charges.
Is he domestic violence? Yes.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can't be dragging women in the hotel. No. Like you can't do that. Miss Miko, when was the last time you was dragged in a hotel?
I was never dragged in a hallway.
Okay. Sophie, when the last time you was dragged in a hotel room? What's going on?
No.
Right. So ask me if I've ever been dragged by a woman, Miss Miko.
I know you have. You look like the type of neighbor that's been dragged by a few people.
From the Puerto Rican baby mama, you heard?
You look like the type of neighbor that's been dragged and like being dragged.
I like to get dragged, and I like freak offs.
Oh, baby belly is up. Hold on, I'll be back.
Sophie, there was a lady that was out. The protesters are the funniest to me. The one that are outside the courtroom. One lady yells out, "I want to freak off," and then the other lady yelled back, "Me too."
You know.
And when Dawn Richards came out, they was like, "How big is Diddy's dick?"
Listen.
I was like, "Oh my god!"
Listen, the fact, even the pictures of all the sex workers, I was like, damn, like they was working. You know what I'm saying? Like these, a lot of them look like models and shit. I was like, okay.
Diddy's very nasty.
He is. He's a
very
freak.
nasty.
That's the only thing he's guilty of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Freak and DV. Like definitely DV. Definitely.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I think
about that.
Diddy needs a year of domestic violence classes.
Facts.
He needs his driver's license suspended for a year. I don't know why, but I just throw that in there. He needs community service. He don't need to find the Lord. We don't need all of that. That's fine.
No.
He needs to come back out, make some great music, because they still playing that Diddy music.
How could they not?
Free Diddy immediately. I don't see where if this is the government's case right now.
Right.
If there's no real bombshell evidence that's coming out and this is all they have, I don't know.
They got more evidence against Trump. Like, what are we talking about?
All right. Well, guys, we truly, truly appreciate you. Sophie, if you don't mind, because Miss Miko got the last word. We do that every time, or every time we do the show. But we would like, if you don't mind, could you let folks know where they can follow you, where they can find you, or what's going on with you? And we truly let's everybody, before she say anything, let's clap for the super hilarious up and coming comedian for the last 3 years, banging out these stages, walking into the building like, yo, who's next? Bringing up that love. Let's clap for Sofia Negrón from the Bronx, New York.
Thank you. Muchos thank yous. Yes, my name is Sofia Negrón. You can catch me on Facebook as Sofia Negrón. You can catch me on Instagram and everything else as So's Dope. I got a couple shows coming up. We got a show next week at Barrio BX. Got a show June 13th at Boca and Fordham in the Bronx. Keeping comedy in the Bronx live and everywhere. You heard? So just stay tuned. Watch out for the flyers because I'm on them.
Yes.
I got a show with Shawn coming up soon.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. And them other comedians, they start getting mad when they see comedians on too many flyers.
Right. That's what they tell you. They'll text you. I see you on all these flyers. Like, me too. That's funny. I got 2 eyes.
Miss Miko, and she has her beautiful granddaughter Belly in the building.
God
can
bless.
We see Belly? Can we see Belly real quick, Miss Miko? Or no?
She just woke up.
Oh,
everybody,
she's
let's clap
adorable.
Her name, she's Puerto Rican too. Her name is Belly Ramos.
Oh, hi, Chula. That's what you call them, Chula. Hi, Chula.
Belly Ramos.
Que linda. God bless.
Thank you.
Miss Miko, you and Belly have the last word. And guys, we see you guys on Monday, special Memorial Day show. And we truly appreciate y'all. Thanks for the like, share, follow.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's all good. Miss Miko, you got the last word.
Today is a good day to have a good day.
Yes.
That's deep. Can you run that back one more time?
Today is a good day to have a good day.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Sophia, I'll reach out to you later on today. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you.
God bless y'all. Have a great weekend. Bye, Chula.
Bye.
Bye, Belly. All right, guys. See you later.
See ya.